Company. Happy Friday. Y'all, I'm really excited about today's project. We are going to be making some little stuffed trees using our wood quilt and some new quilt fat quarters. I'm really excited about these. We've got these right here are not what you all will be receiving. They're similar. These are scrap pieces, but these pieces are the full square. So you can see the finish, the full square is what this one is. And then we also have a different version as well. And that one has a few different sizes. Those are bigger sizes. And then we've got some as well that are not red and white. So there's others that you can do. So there's all kinds of different ones. And we are going to make a tree out of them today. I'm super excited about this. I love red and white quilts. I love red and white quilts, and I think that they're so pretty for Christmas to make projects with. So we now have some quilt fat quarters for you all so that you can make these projects as well. I've got a couple of projects planned this month for these, and this is the first one. So when you hop on, say hello, let me know you're watching. I hope you're having a great day. Happy Friday. Hopefully you have a fun weekend planned. Hi, Dorothy. Hello, Holly. Hey, Jennifer. Hi, Larissa. Oh, fun, Larissa. I've always wanted to go to New Orleans. Hey, Jocelyn. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Teresa. Happy Friday. I'm good. Hey, Rosemary. Hi, Chrissy. Hello, Sharon over on YouTube. Thanks for joining me. I'm glad y'all are here today. Happy Friday. I am tired this Friday for some reason. Hey, Amanda, thank you for putting your name in there. I appreciate that. Hi, Kathy. And our weekend plans changed because of Mom being sick, so we had to cancel her party that we were planning to have tomorrow. So now I don't have any plans tomorrow, and honestly, I'm not mad about it. I'm not necessarily mad about it. I'll tell you, the older I get, and y'all are probably the same way, the more of a homebody I become. The less that I want to go out. The older I get, the less I want to go do things, the more I want to just stay at home. All right, thanks for celebrating, Susan. Okay, let's get into it. Let's start on our project. This is an easy project, okay? Very easy. All of you all can do this project, okay? So let me go show you. Let me get another of the, hang on just a second. Okay, these are right here, easy to get to. Amanda, I almost called you Specky. She does not have the parasites, surprisingly, but she does have, what's it called? E. coli. So, which is contagious. So we've decided to cancel her birthday plans, unfortunately. My dad's results still haven't come back yet. Interesting thing though, we found out this morning that specifically in Kentucky and Indiana, a lot of the cases of E. coli or of the parasite are linked to Taco Bell. And they had Taco Bell 7 days before they got sick. I don't know. Who knows? Okay, I can tell. I can see. I'm not the only one that has become a homebody. The older you get, it just gets worse and worse, doesn't it? I can only imagine. Okay, so this one here is so pretty, and then this one here is this one. Okay, there are pictures of these on the website so you can see the full thing. This one has multiple different sizes, so you can pick which size you want. The patterns are slightly different on the different sizes, but they're pretty much the same. And then this one is exactly the same. All of these are the same pattern. These are smaller though, okay? than these. But they're both gorgeous. Both gorgeous. So we're going to use this one today because I've got scraps of this one, okay? And what we're going to make first is we're going to cut a triangle. So I'm going to use this piece here since it's the smallest one. And I'm going to fold this in half. Just like that. Let's see here. Which side do I want? I think I'm going to fold it this way in half. I don't know if it really matters. This one here is reversible. The other one is not reversible, but this one is. Aren't they beautiful, Tina? Ugh. I do like to travel, Chrissy. I'm glad to hear that there's not any cases in Canada. Okay, so I don't know where my ruler is. So I guess we're just going to use this one. Let me actually, I think I'm going to use the yardstick. And we're just going to cut out a triangle out of this. Okay? So I'm going to cut it as wide as I can get it. Because after you stuff it, then it just gets, you know, bigger. Or smaller, I mean. I'm going to use this fabric marker and I'm just going to trace. I folded it in half so that both of the sides are the same. And then I'm just going to take my pinking shears and try to cut this. I really need a new pair of pinking shears. Okay, perfect. So there we go. And I'm going to cut the bottom as well so that we have the pinking shears zigzag all around. All right. Then we're going to take this other one and do the same thing. I'm going to fold it in half, or maybe not even quite in half, but enough so that I can get my triangle. And we want to cut the same triangle out. So I'm just going to fold this piece. Hopefully we can make this right. Okay. Let's see. Let's do this way. We're making some cute little stuffed trees that are going to be little decor, a little decorative. Try and see if I can mark this. Okay. So, again, let's cut this. All right, let me try going from this side. Okay. Let's see here if our triangles match. All right. They are a little bit off. So we're going to have to fix that. And that's not a problem. We can fix that. All right, let me figure out which sides I want. I don't think it matters too much, but I think I'm going to make it like this. So I'm just going to go on and pin these together, and then we're just going to make sure that they match up. So we'll use our pinking shears and just fix that. There might have been an easier way to do this. I'm not really sure. Did I let my Santa out? What do you mean, Chrissy? He's sitting right here, right behind me. Just trying to make these match up as best as possible. Cheryl, if you are doing this pattern, you will need two. I don't know that there's going to be enough unless you do a smaller tree. If you're doing the other pattern, this one, you will not need two. One should be enough. Thank you, Holly. So the fat quarters are 15% off today, all of the fat quarters, not just these. And we have some other new quilt fat quarters on the website too that I haven't gotten a chance to show you all yet. So those are on there as well. And then we have our vintage fabrics that are on there also. So there's lots of great things on there for the fat quarters. And then also today, the wood quills are 15% off. We're going to be using one of these for this project. And the stamps, ink pads, and stamp blocks, the archival inks, all of those are on sale today as well. 15% off. Okay, we're going to take our hot glue and go right along the edge. And seal this together. You could, of course, sew this if you like to sew. Or if you sew. You might not like it, but you might sew. Okay, but I'm going to do hot glue. And so we're just going all along the sides. I'm going to leave the bottom open for now. Hey, April. Also, I've got my heat on high on my hot glue gun. This would be a great sewing project if you like to sew. It would be beautiful sewn. And I think I would leave the edges with the pinking shear edge and just sew right along the edges there. It would be super simple. Definitely a beginner sewing project if you are just learning. Okay, I am just kind of separating this to see make sure that I got everything glued. And then there's a couple of spots where the quilting is kind of separating a little bit. Some of those spots I just want to kind of glue together. Yes, I think you could definitely go smaller. Absolutely. Okay, I gotta get rid of this excess hot glue right here. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to take my quill. This is going to be the trunk. So it's going to come inside here like this. How cute is that going to be? But we need to stabilize the inside of the tree so that it doesn't fall. So I've got a dowel rod here. I'm going to stick this dowel rod in to almost to the top, wherever I feel like is about right. And so it hangs out about an inch and a half or so. I'm going to glue that inside my quill. The quill has holes. This is going to be the bottom. Okay, so this part's going to go up inside. And so we are going to push that in about as far as I feel like it should be. And that's about how high up I want that quill to go on the dowel. Daughter's on her way to Kentucky for her son's basketball game tournament. Fun! What part of Kentucky is she coming to? So I'm going to take this quill and I'm just going to put some glue right down the end. And then we'll take our dowel rod, push it in up to that spot. And then I'm just going to add more glue around the top of it to hold it in place. Okay, just like that. All right, and while that sets, I'm going to stuff my tree. So we're just going to use a little bit of batting here. I want to go all the way up to the top. So I may have to use a little something to push it up in there. Okay, so there's our tree. How cute. This is already looking so cute. All right. Just waiting for this to finish setting. And then we're just going to put this inside our tree, and then we're going to glue down the sides. I think I'm going to go ahead and start gluing the sides of this bottom area and leave a little space right in the middle. It's going to be easier to do that and then put the quill in, then the opposite. All right, I'm just kind of holding this to let that glue set. Okay, let's get our quill, and you're just going to push it in all the way up to the top. Okay, so you've got a nice sturdy something in there so that your tree's not going to flop over. Okay. Oh, really, Scott? Okay. So now let's glue this around the quill right in the middle. So I'm just going to take my hot glue gun and just add glue so that we've got it secured inside there. How stinking adorable is that? Isn't that cute? Okay, so then I just want to add a little bit of something. First of all, some of this where the quilt is cut, I'm just going to add some hot glue and stuff just to kind of hold all that down so that it's not separating. Okay. And I want to add a little tag on here. Now, this would be super cute with the green quill as well, the white quill. All of them would be really cute with this. So I'm going to take a piece of fabric here. This is just like a piece of muslin. And we are going to stamp 25. I'm going to use my archival ink pad. These are 15% off. And then I went ahead and got 25 out. This is the Storyteller script. The lowercase has the numbers. And I'm going to use this one here. Perfect. Looks like that. Somerset. That's only about, I think it's about 2 hours from us. All right, so now we're going to just tear this so we have a little tag type thing that we're just going to put onto the tree. I think I want to cut it down a little bit further. Okay, and then we just want to fray the edges. Hi, Cassie. Okay. All right. So we've got it. Cute little tag here that's been frayed. And we're just going to put this just kind of right on the side like that, I think. I kind of am thinking about maybe layering it. It's not quite doing it for me. Let me see what I can find. This would be really pretty with it. Let's see what it looks like to layer it. So if we put a little of this red and white plaid behind it, let me see if I can cut a piece. Hang on, that's not going to work. Let's try it over here. Let's do this. Let's try this first. Hi, Jamie. Okay, that's a little too big. Let me cut it down. Okay. All right, I think I like that. So let me just glue that on.
Where's your mispress?
They're over there on the top in a tote. I'm not sure if you can get to it. Okay, I'm just gonna tack this on. I put 3 little dots of hot glue in the corners, and I'm gonna do the same thing to this piece. Just 3 little dots of hot glue right in the corners. And then I'm just gonna glue that right on the bottom corner. Uh-huh. And there we have it. Look how cute that is. Absolutely adorable. I might be a little obsessed. I just love red quilts for Christmas. What do y'all think? Do y'all like that? So you can use this one as well, this style of quilt as well. Be sure to go to the celebrationco.com and check out the quilt fat quarters that we have available, because they are all gorgeous. All gorgeous, and this is so pretty. This I can see a couple of ways. I don't think it'll stand. It will stand. Look at that. You could also, if you really wanted to reinforce it a little bit, you could put it on something. For instance, hang on a second. This is the first thing that came to my mind, is these little candle holders that we have on the website. They're rusty. You could flip this upside down and glue it with some E6000 onto the bottom of that and create a little bit of a stand. You could also use a round piece of wood, because it's obviously not going to be super sturdy like that. But I can see these in a bread bowl. I think that would be really pretty. I can see them just leaning up like on a sofa as a pillow, just kind of leaning up, or on a chair. I think that would be really cute. These are super duper cute. I love them. All right, y'all. So quills are 15% off. Quilt fat quarters are 15% off. All the fat quarters are 15% off today. As well as the stamps, the stamp blocks, and the archival ink pads. These right here are 15% off. All right. So thank you all so much for joining me today. Happy Friday. The fun does not stop today. There's more starting on Monday. I will be posting a schedule, not with times, but with what we're going to be doing next week. So you can see that on Sunday. And lots of fun stuff still to come. We've still got 10 more days of Christmas in July. So excited to do more projects with y'all. All right. I will see you not tomorrow. I'll see y'all on Monday. All right. Love you guys.